Also providing offense was number 89, Mark Bavaro, who in only his second season rapidly developed into the best tight end in the NFL. In his college days, Bavaro was a member of Notre Dame's Fighting Irish. Now Mark was known as Rambo to his fans. But that's not only because he resembled Sylvester Stallone. Bavaro was a singular destructive force. And like the fictional John Rambo, it often took a whole army of men to contain him. In 1986, Bavaro battled his way to more receiving yards than any other tight end in the NFC.
He's physically tough. If there's a little weakness that we point out to him, the next day he's out working on it. He's just the kind of guy that if you had to go into the trenches tomorrow, that's the kind of guy you'd like to be in the trenches with.
In the win over New Orleans, Bavaro reinforced his rugged image. Against the Saints, he caught 7 passes for 100 yards after he had 2 teeth knocked out. Even with all his teeth, Bavaro was a man of few words. He intimidated his opponents with sheer physical ability and often scared his coaches and teammates with his brooding silence.
I tell you, he's a stone face, that Bavaro now. You know what the hell he's thinking. I'd hate to have to fight that son of a gun.
Fortunately for the Giants, Bavaro only fought would-be tacklers, not his head coach. And don't get the idea that he never spoke. Phil Simms fondly recalled a conversation they had in 1985 in a victory over Houston.
The thing was, it was late in the game. We happened to beat in Houston that day 35-14, and of course, we were just running the ball. It finally comes down to the 2-minute warning. We're glad this game's going to be over with. And we're standing in the huddle, and the play comes in. Oh, slant 35. Oh, okay. And I look at Mark, and he goes, oh. And I said, he just makes a laugh. I said, Mark, what's wrong? You don't want to run that? He goes, I want to run it to the other side. I said, well, what difference does it make? I want to hit him one more time. So there's somebody over there he must have had this thing going with, and he wanted to hit this guy just one more time before the game was over, and I guess leave this guy with impression that night before we went home.
Bavaro looked like Stallone, played like Rambo, and became big box office in the Big Apple.
Simms is looking for a target. Simms, end zone, touchdown Bavaro!
Tight end, number 89, Mark Bavaro.
Perhaps no Giant player better exemplifies performance by example than the NFL's premier tight end. For the second year in a row, Bavaro led the Giants in receiving. But the true value of this working-class hero goes beyond the statistics. Bavaro is indeed a sixth offensive lineman with tenacious blocking abilities. And his never-say-die effort is the kind of play that brings out the best in all of his fellow teammates.
I think he can inspire other people or greatness in other people by virtue of what he does. I think we have a couple of players on our team that can do that, and I think he's one of them.
Inspiration on the field and off the field. Bavaro is known for his economy with words, but in his work with handicapped children in conjunction with the March of Dimes, he finds communication to be no problem at all.
It's good to go where they don't know who you are. It's very humbling, and so they find out you're a football player, and that's all they care about. It's good that a football player will take his time and come to see them. It really makes them happy. The ones who are fans really know. And we sit down, we analyze everything, and you know, they tell me it's all right when I drop a ball, and it makes you feel good and that it's something they care about. It's just my way of giving back to the kids who aren't as fortunate, and it's just a good feeling.
Mark Bavaro, a legend in the making, a true inspiration to the tough guy fans who support the Giants and to those less fortunate, but who are also tough in every sense of the word.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yards apart. Morris on the left side of Carthon. Sims looks, fakes to Morris, looking end zone, pumps, throws end zone deep, is complete. Touchdown, Bavaro!
How you doing, kid? Proud of you. Tough guy, kid.
The ball is on the Giants' 44-yard line. Hostetler's trying to pass, runs away from trouble, turns upfield, runs to the sideline and throws on the run and completes to Bavaro at the 40-yard line. He's still on his feet and drags 3 tacklers with him.
Waiting for the snap, Hostetler, the blitz is on. He throws, he's got a man, it's Bavaro, the tight end, out for the first down.
Hostetler takes the handoff, throws quickly downfield. He's got Bavaro inside the 30-yard line.